Thank you. So on the hostage deal, saying it's closer now than it has been, can you explain a little bit, like without getting into details, because I know you can't, why this shift in messaging, why you feel that you're closer now than you have been?
I really can't get into details. As we've said publicly for some time, really since October 7th, and since we found out that there were hostages, including American citizens who were taken, unfortunately, we are doing everything in our power to secure the release of those hostages and see their safe return home, but it's just not productive to talk about the details. We have been engaged in intense negotiations over this matter. The Secretary has been involved, the President has been involved, other members of the administration have. And we have made progress in trying to secure a deal in conversation with our Qatari partners and, of course, in conversation with the government of Israel. But I can't speak to the underlying details of those negotiations.
Do you have any sense of whether Americans will be included in any release?
Again, that is our priority. We obviously want to see those American citizens who we know have been taken hostage return home, but I just don't want to speak to any of the details of the negotiations.
And then where do talks on a pause stand with Israel?
We continue to have negotiations and discussions with the government of Israel about a full range of humanitarian issues. As the President has said, as the Secretary has said, we want to see longer pauses. We want to see more humanitarian assistance go in. You saw the government of Israel announce on Friday an agreement to allow fuel to come in through Rafah Gate, really for the first time, up to 140,000 liters every 48 hours to power telecoms in Gaza so people can communicate with each other, so they can call emergency services, so we can communicate with the American citizens who are there, to power the delivery of humanitarian assistance that's been coming in, and of course to power desalinization and hospitals and other electric needs. And we continue to push for all of those things. It's a top priority for the United States.
If I could just ask one more on the Kerem Shalom border crossing. Martin Griffiths has called for that to be opened, and can you let us know where that stands on talks with Israelis with that? Is that something you're trying to get open?
So we want to see more humanitarian assistance come into Gaza. There are a number of ways in which more assistance could come in. It's not just a question of opening another gate. It could be getting more assistance in through Rafah Gate. The Israelis have very real security concerns about the ability to open Kerem Shalom. But we think if you could increase the screening so you could get more trucks and more assistance in through Rafah, that would be another way to do it. So we continue to have those conversations with Israel about what the best way is. But ultimately, our goal is to increase the number of trucks that are coming in, so more food, more water, more medicine is getting to the Palestinian people who need it.
Can I follow up on that? What is the holdup